Mike realized he was 17 years old again. Looking at his pitch-black hair and his handsome face, Mike could hardly believe his own eyes. Then he found his good friend. His friend looked at him with great envy. The two of them looked through countless books, but still couldn't explain this situation. Suddenly, Mike thought this was a chance given to him by God to have another go. The next day, he drove a sports car to school. Making his first appearance, Mike was handsome and charming. He immediately became the focus of all the teachers and students in the school. Coincidentally, Mike and his son became classmates. However, his son was often bullied at school. This time, he was even tied up in the restroom by his classmates. On the basketball court, Mike regained his strong and youthful body as he was at the age of 17. His jumping ability and ball handling skills were unique. Soon, Mike's basketball talent caught the coach's eye. The coach immediately invited Mike to join the school basketball team. It won't be long before the coach invites a scout. By then, Mike will be able to turn his life around and have a bright future ahead of him. Mike learned that his son's dream was to join the basketball team. In the past, his son wouldn't let Mike accompany him, but now, Mike can, in the capacity of a friend, stay with his son every day. Before long, his wife and her friend came back. When his wife learned that Mike was her son's classmate, she was also shocked.
You look just like my husband, doesn't he? My ex-husband? That is so weird.
But no one would have expected that. The young man in front of them was the 37-year-old Mike. At night, his wife took them to the backyard to show the achievements of these past few days. The backyard, which used to be messy and deserted, was transformed by his wife into a landscape garden. All kinds of flowers and plants were arranged in an orderly and well-proportioned way. The lights above the yard were as beautiful as a starry sky. Only then did Mike realize his wife's talent for design. His wife told him that her dream was to become a designer, but after getting married, for the sake of her children and husband, she gave up this dream and chose the family. Only then did Mike understand. Over all these years, his wife had been making silent contributions to the family. She had never mentioned her own dream and had often endured his complaints. At this moment, Mike realized that he had been such a failing husband. His friend introduced a date to his wife. Before going out, she gave the divorce agreement to Mike and asked his friend to pass it on to her husband. At this moment, Mike felt a mixture of emotions in his heart. Watching his wife get into the car of a strange man, Mike even had to force a smile.